So how's everybody feeling on Call of Duty these days? Like, I'm gonna be honest and just say that it's still one of my favorite games to play regularly, and I don't even play with anyone. It's sort of like that guilty pleasure, you know? The end of the day, you boot it up, have a pretty good time, usually in my case. Historically I'm an Xbox player, console, controller, but about probably 2 years ago I kind of made a hard switch to play all my games on PC, mouse and keyboard now. So I've been doing that, and I think it's been going pretty well for the most part. Obviously, I'm a little bit sloppy here and there when it comes to a lot of mechanical things that I just have had down, for 10 plus years on controller. Over the last 2 years, haven't really been consistent gaming either, so that doesn't help. That is not the rabbit hole I meant to get down. I wanted to talk about Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2022. Oh my god. Modern Warfare 2 2022. That's just annoying. Why did they do that, man? I mean, I'm glad it's happening. Don't get me wrong, but like the differentiating all the games, there's already Modern Warfare Remastered, Modern Warfare, COD 4, and now there's Modern Warfare 19, and now we got Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare. You know what? Whatever. Still, we don't need to talk about it. But how are we feeling about it? Because, it comes out in 2 months. It's October. Well, it's not October, it's August. Comes out in October. And I'm fairly certain most people are off COD right now, even Warzone. I mean, obviously people still enjoy it and play it every day, whatever. I haven't touched Warzone in a long time, probably close to a year, like realistically. I hopped in a couple games by myself, like I was saying, during my, guilty pleasure time, but I've been sticking to multiplayer for that mostly. I've literally played a handful of games since Caldera launched, or whatever the new map was. And yeah, it's probably been close to a year. So, how are we feeling about it? Are you going to come back to Call of Duty? Do you think Modern Warfare 2 is enough to win you over, at least for a while? I just saw this video on Warzone and the pandemic happening, like right as everything got crazy, and we're all in lockdown and quarantine, and that's what we had to do. That was the new thing. We'd been waiting for it, and then the end of the world or whatever basically just gave us so much more time to put into it. And I know I, for one, and my group of friends were on it quite a bit. And actually, at first, I didn't like Warzone. I probably have a clip of me saying that somewhere that, I never uploaded. But anyways, I remember not liking Warzone and wanting to stick to Apex, I believe. I don't think it was Fortnite, no. It was definitely Apex. But yeah, something about it, I think it was the time to kill, really had me kind of jarred. I know that sounds really stupid comparing it to Apex. I just remember thinking Warzone didn't feel right to me at first. I think I'd been playing so much core gameplay, like without the armor and everything. It might have just been regular multiplayer. I don't think I was really on Apex either at the time. But I don't know. Honestly, I don't remember. I feel like the last 2 years for me, 3 years, have just been such a blur with a lot of weird stuff happening in life. Obviously, I'm sure everyone feels that way. The last 2 years being a pandemic, quarantine, all the great things. Work is probably weird for every single person out there. But I personally am excited for Modern Warfare 2. I haven't dove too far into like leaks or anything. But I saw that new multiplayer or campaign footage, and that looks pretty good. I'm thinking personally, I'm gonna be very excited for this game. I am excited for this game. I don't think it's gonna be like the callback to Modern Warfare 2 from 2009. I don't think it's really gonna be like that. It's gonna obviously be more like Modern Warfare 19. That's even stupid for me to say, but I think that's a good thing. I think Modern Warfare 19 was really a game changer for Call of Duty. Black Ops, what was that? Cold War was okay, definitely wasn't as good, and I honestly think Vanguard, this is like a bad opinion in most people's eyes, low tier opinion, hot take if you will. I thought Vanguard is good, or was good, is good. I only recently started Modern Warfare because I just bought it on PC, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you could have waited like over 2 months and just had the new game, but I had to spend $20 on it because I'm just that way, and normally wouldn't be a big deal, but money's not exactly something I'm rolling in, so It's been good to play the game again, but I honestly am missing Vanguard. I feel like it's a little more fluid and maybe fast paced. Maybe I'm just like liking that twitchier stuff lately. It's kind of like a mix between old and new COD, in my opinion. Like, just thinking about it, I'm not doing any really qualitative testing or comparisons, but like it's got that twitchy vibe, but it's also still got that like robust feeling of Modern Warfare. I don't know if that makes any sense. 10 attachments is definitely too much. I think we should probably get rid of that. But I did find myself missing, like, there's not as much I can do with my weapons on Modern Warfare. Is this going to bring you back to COD? What are you thinking about Warzone 2? What kind of changes are they making? How do you feel about integrating every single Call of Duty for the last 3 years into the same Battle Royale? I'm thinking that definitely it should be reset. As far as, like, you know, keeping all the weapons together in one game, I think that's, it gets a little absurd after the 4th year. Probably after the 3rd year, it's a little absurd. Changing every meta, making sure all, like, 5,000 guns are balanced correctly. You don't have one single crazy overpowered weapon. I've always kind of been a COD fanboy from basically when I first touched COD 4 in 2007. You know, there were those years, the notorious years that I definitely dropped off. Let's see, after Ghost, that's like Black Ops 3, Advanced Warfare, those ones, Infinite Warfare, and then actually I did play a lot of Black Ops 3 in college, but that's because I had nothing else to do. It was a sad time. And up till Modern Warfare 19, you know, obviously I think they had some bad years, but it's back with it now, and it's looking promising. I'm not saying like it's the best game franchise ever made. Obviously there are questionable business decisions and all that stuff, but that's not really what I'm trying to get into. I'm just trying to feel like, what's the feeling out there? Is this gonna be like a good sign? Is it a good move? What games have you been playing? Have you been playing games at all? Personally, I haven't been playing much other than my, like I said, guilty pleasure multiplayer nights. I did just dust off the PS4. I beat Uncharted Lost Legacy in 2 nights. It was really short, but it was a good time. I mean, yeah, just been trying to think about content and how to make life work. I do want to touch on last year. Last year I was really excited, and I don't know if this is just me, if a lot of people are going through this type of thing, or maybe it's my age group. I turned 25 this year. My friends are all pretty much the same age, within like a year or so, 25, 26. And last year I was super mega excited. I just quit my job, and that fall, you know, we had Battlefield 2020, Battlefield 2042, 2142, whatever the hell it's called, Call of Duty Vanguard, Halo Infinite. All 3 of those games I was immensely excited for. Probably Vanguard the least, honestly, and that ended up being my favorite, obviously. But it's funny how that goes. But none of my friends really were into it. I mean, one friend got Battlefield, or 2 friends got Battlefield. We played it twice. Literally never made it out of October, the launch month. So that's embarrassing for Battlefield. Nobody bought COD. Nobody bought Vanguard. And we played Halo Infinite for a few months, and it probably dropped off before not long after the new year. So really it was a lame gaming November or fall or season or whatever, and I thought it was really going to bring life back to my friend group, and that's unfortunately not true. And so now at this point, no one's playing anything with each other, and it's kind of a sad time. Apex is kind of floating around, probably what we would play if we ever played anything. Maybe the occasional Warzone. But right now, it's very stagnant, and I'm hoping COD, like Warzone 2, brings it back. We had a lot of good Warzone days, so I don't know. I guess we'll see. So it's been a few days since I recorded this, maybe a little bit jarring, sorry about that. But my friends and I actually played Fortnite last night, and it turns out they've been playing, a couple of my friends been playing lately, and it was actually a good time. It was very weird playing Fortnite again, because, you know, I played it heavy in probably 2017, 2018. That time frame. Haven't really touched it at all since then. Came back to it probably once in like 2020 sort of time period. Came back to it again last year or this year at some point, like 5 or 6 months ago already. And yeah, already since then the game has changed immensely, at least to me, because I probably didn't pay much attention to it last time I played. And now we're in the Dragon Ball Z collab like season, and there's anime stuff going on. I know there was anime stuff already, but now there's so many collabs that have been happening lately on that game, which is actually just insane. Maybe I should just talk about that in a different video. My first game with Jen, and we're sitting here getting shot at, and we're like, oh my god, this character, I don't know, it's a Destiny character, and she's like, oh my god, it's this guy, and I'm like, who the hell is this guy? Darth Vader comes in. Okay, Darth Vader's here, and then all of a sudden they get third partied by an anime chick, and she's floating on a cloud, and I'm like, what is going on? It's just all weird, and all the weapons have changed since I've played. Whole point of this was to say that my friends groups, it's not completely dead. I shouldn't have said that, and you know, people are still playing together at some point. Not like any of you who don't know us are gonna know what I'm talking about, but they've been playing Final Fantasy. Anyway, it's just one of those, another transition period. A lot of transitions for me coming into, yeah, I guess I've been feeling in that rut in the last probably year or two since we stopped playing Warzone, I guess, a lot. So I just feel a certain way about it. And back to the point of this video, I'm excited for Warzone 2. I hope it brings life into the franchise, into me, and hopefully into my friends. But I'm not gonna, you know, be held up on it too much because that's just my personality. I'll let myself down, and I don't need that. If you like this blubbering, rambling, and overall just nonsense, feel free to like the video, subscribe. If you're still here, that's amazing. It's so simple, but at the same time, I feel like it's one of those intimate things that maybe we don't have as much anymore here on YouTube, like we did back in the day when I first started watching gaming videos with Hutchinson, Anders, Sark, all those guys and Tabes, and Modern Warfare 2, World at War, Black Ops era. The good old days, you know. So hopefully, I don't know if people are still into these things, but maybe we could kind of wean it back a little bit and get to know each other a little bit more. You know what I mean? Start being a little more candid, less flashy and over the top. Oh my god, this video is going on. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Hopefully I'll make another video someday. Bye bye.